Hello everyone, welcome to my channel TAV6QA. Today in this video we are going to see how to create methods in the Python. So create a method, let me create a class, method demo. Let me define class now, class method demo. And we are going to create a first method with no parameter. Then how to create a method? Def method name. Let's say my method name is no param. And I'm not going to add any parameter. So let me print 0 parameter method. Now let's create one parameter method, def one param self, and just pass some parameter like a. Let's print one parameter method and the value of a. Okay, let's create the object of the class. md is equals to method demo md dot no param, and I'm not going to pass any argument to this no param method. So this is going to match the signature with the defined method where there is a 0 parameter. So I'm not going to pass any argument to this caller method. Let me run this program. Yeah. So 0 parameter method is called. So this method is matching the signature with this method. So now let me call one param method. So md dot one param, and it is asking me to pass the value for a. Let's say I pass 1, 2, 3, 4. It's kind of integer. Let me run the program. One parameter method 1, 2, 3, 4 is printed. So this method is going to match the signature with this method. Now let me create another method, that is def 3 param self, and let's add like 3 parameter a, comma b, comma and c. Let me add a print statement, 3 parameter method, and let me print the value of a, comma b, comma c. Let me call this method md dot 3 param, and this method needs 3 different arguments, so they can be any type. So I'm going to pass first our parameter as a string like hello, second one integer 12, and third one is like some float number 1.5. Let's run this program. Yeah, so this third method, which has 3 parameter, it matches the signature with this method. So when you call this method from this object, it's going to call this 3 param method. So this is how you can define a different type of methods, and you can pass them different types of parameter. In Python, we don't have to explicitly define the data type for the parameter. It will be identified dynamically. So here I have passed hello. So it goes and assign the hello to A, 12 to B, and 1.5 to C. So hello is a type of string. So now we have already seen how to find out the type and what is the data types in the Python in my previous video tutorial. Now we'll see how to define an optional parameter inside a method. Let's say my method is def optional param, and I'm going to pass a kind of a, comma b, and c is equals to none. What does this mean? This optional param has 3 parameters, a, b, and c. C is optional. So if you don't pass the value for this c, it is going to consider none. If you pass the value for c, it's going to consider that same value. So let me print this optional parameter method, and then I'm going to print the value of a, b, and c. So how I'm going to call this method? md dot optional param, and inside this I'm going to pass the value of a is 1, 2, and the b is 1.5, and I'm not going to pass the value for c. Let's see what does it print. optional parameter method is printed 12, 1.5 and none. So none is the default value for C. So even if you don't pass the third argument, even if you don't pass the value for third argument, it's going to match the method signature here. And what does it consider? It considers the default value for C is none. Also, you can call the same method in the different way, like optional param A is 12 and like 15 and something like hello. So now the value of third parameter C is hello. When this particular method gets called, then it will look for value of this particular parameter. If there is no value, even if you don't pass anything, then it's going to store the none. If you pass something, then it will consider that particular value. So now I'm going to show you what is star args and star star kw args. Using the star args, we can pass unlimited arguments to method. Then how to create a method with star args? Let me show you an example. Star args def unlimited param. This is the method name, and I'm going to create star args, and here I'm going to print the value for this args. Okay, what is showing me red mark? Okay, it's telling unbinded does not match any outer. Okay, so there is extra space here. We know that Python is very strict about indentation, and I'm going to just comment this out, and now I'm going to call this method md dot unlimited param. And now if you look at this method, I can pass unlimited arguments like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Even I can pass character. I can pass some string like hello. Let me run this program. Now you can see it has printed 1, 2, 3. So now this method is accepting unlimited arguments. That's the reason, that's the advantage of star args. When you define the method, we should use asterisk before the parameter name to pass variable length argument. Variable length argument means the length of your argument is variable. It can be varied. You can pass number of arguments. Okay, this is not necessary to use args. You can also use the k. And let me run this program. The output is same. Now, if you look at, you might be wondering, this looks like a tuple. So let me print the type of this k. What is the type of k using type function? And now I'm going to print, yeah. So this is nothing but a tuple. And if you want this to be displayed one by one, then we can always write that as part of for each loop. For value in k print value. The value is printed 1, 2, 3, C and hello. Even I can pass more argument to this, like 1 plus 5 j, a kind of complex value, 555 point something like 00. And let me run this program again. Yeah. So when you are not sure how many arguments will be passed by the user, then that time you can use star args special keyword. Okay, now let's see how to call and how to use star star k args, which is nothing but keyword arguments. How can we define this keywords argument? To define the keyword argument, def keyword arg param self, and then instead of mentioning a single asterisk, we have to use double asterisk and then this mention. So the PyCharm is suggesting me to use kw args, and then I'm going to print the kw args. I'm going to print the value inside the kw args. How can we call this method? Just let me comment this out. So now md dot keyword the advantage of kwargs is like you can pass the key value kind of a pair. So let's use PyCharm. Then I can say type is equals to IDE, language is equals to Python, and even I can pass the integer value like version is equals to, let's say, 3. And now let me run this program. Yeah, so now it has printed the kind of a collection here, like name is PyCharm, the type is ID, lang is Python, and version is 3. So why? And you might be wondering what is the type of this kwargs. So let's print the type of kwargs. This looks like a dictionary. Yeah, so this is nothing but a dictionary. So if you want to pass the values like this, then you can always use kwargs. You can also define a method where the parameters are args and kwargs. So let me define args and kwargs param. This is my method name, and I'm going to pass star k, and I'm going to pass star star k. So the name is same for parameter. Let me use another variable like p, and now let's print k and p. So I don't know what my user is going to send me. So I'm going to my this particular method is going to accept unlimited arguments along with unlimited keyword argument. So in that case, I'm going to pass md.args kwargs param. So now I can pass 1, 12, hello. So I'm passing the arguments now like 1.5 plus 6j, kind of a complex number. And now I'm going to pass the kwargs. If you look at the PyCharm suggestion, it is still asking me to pass the value for k, because the compiler thinks, okay, I'm going to accept unlimited arguments. Now I'm going to pass the unlimited keyword arguments. So name is equals to hello, then type is equals to alpha bits, and then count is equals to 27, and extra something like 1.5. So now I have a combination of arguments and keywords arguments. Let me run this program. First, it has printed the tuple, and second value, it has printed the dictionary. So you might be having question when to use arguments and when to use keywords arguments. The best use of argument and keyword arguments are if you want to create a method which is more flexible in terms of accepting number of arguments from the user. Also, if you are not sure about their orders, then in that case, you can always use arguments and keyword arguments. That's it for this video. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.